What a wild twist. So the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, Maria Machado, she just dedicated that prize to none other than Donald Trump. I'm not I'm not even kidding. So she just tweeted saying that now more than ever, we count on President Trump, the people of the United States, Latin America, and the Democratic allies to achieve freedom and democracy. Then, quote, I dedicate this prize to the suffering people of Venezuela and to President Trump for his decisive support of our cause. She just saved herself 300% tax.
So you're telling me this year's winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, Maria Machado, just dedicated her entire win to Donald Trump? You mean the prize is supposed to symbolize unity, cooperation, justice? She just dedicated it to Donald Trump, arguably because he complained about it. Yeah, we are in the darkest timeline possible, by the way. We died in 2020. Now, Maria was nominated due to her tireless work trying to promote democratic rights within Venezuela, and of course her struggle to achieve a peaceful transition from a dictatorship to a democracy. But in a recent tweet, she's just said this. This recognition of the struggle of all Venezuelans is a boost to conclude our task to conquer freedom. I dedicate this prize to the suffering people of Venezuela and to President Donald Trump for his decisive support of our cause. And of course, you should be thinking this is painfully ironic because if you've been following along, you know that Trump has been complaining alongside his cronies for the fact that he himself was not awarded this prestigious award. Because as we know, to obtain a Nobel Peace Prize is not exactly one that you can buy. But I'm just left here wondering how on earth this man is able to get everything he wants simply by complaining, whereas people like Greta Thunberg get completely overshadowed.
And this is a real twist nobody saw coming, nobody expected to happen. I don't know what this woman is scared of. I don't know why she is intimidated. I just don't know why she chose to do this. This is an unexpected twist with a lot of irony. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sumi. Just in case you're seeing me for the very first time, I hope you do consider subscribing, tap on that bell so that every time I upload anything on here, you're always notified. And to all my returning subscribers, you guys, thank you so much for the love and support. And to the person who actually subscribed to the membership of this channel, thank you so very much. I shout out your name, Letitia. Well, in today's episode, we know it very well that actually Donald Trump did not win the Nobel Prize. It was taken by a Mexican lady. Now, I have come across some videos from people saying that the MAGAs are unhappy because they expected Donald Trump to have won this Nobel Prize. Now, for the fact that he didn't win it, they were very unhappy and they were literally crying and crashing out. But tell me why right now I came across these videos and people are talking about that actually this lady dedicated her Nobel Prize to Donald Trump. I don't know why, like she just, I just don't know why. I don't know who advised her because she goes ahead, calls Donald Trump and she's like, actually, I think you deserved this and therefore I am dedicating it to you and to also to my people of Venezuela. I don't know if you guys have come across these videos yet. Let us just watch them first and let me know what you think down in the commentary.
Okay, so like many of you guys, I am also picking my very disappointed jaw off of the floor after just celebrating Maria Corina Machado's Nobel Peace Prize win this morning, only to see that she dedicated it to Trump. Because what do you mean a woman who has dedicated the last 20 years of her life to fighting for democracy just praised the guy whose administration is seemingly trying to undo all of that actively? Like this morning, that announcement felt like such a clear moral win, only to be followed by something that feels like a dagger to the heart, like a complete betrayal. Because unfortunately, in this political climate, dedications matter, symbolism matters, because somehow we are both so sensitive and yet desensitized to everything right now. And it's not hard to feel betrayed, especially when a cause we care so much about gets entangled with someone that we just do not respect. And during the spiral, this comment came and it just made me realize that maybe she does not align with all of his beliefs and policies and everything this administration is trying to push. Maybe she just sees that they have a shared enemy, which is Maduro, Venezuela's current president, because Trump has been very vocal against him. You know, they do say an enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't know much about this woman. I clearly have a lot of homework to do, but fighting for democracy, considering what we're doing here in the States, seems like a very important task. So I don't want to diminish all of her efforts just because she mentioned this other guy. Maybe this is just an alliance stance against Maduro and not full-on support and alignment with everything else that's going on with the other guy. I don't know. Can you chime in? Can we process this together? It's so messy, but what everything else is.
I think Maria Corina winning the Nobel Peace Prize and then immediately freaking dedicating it to Trump. Need I say more?
While everyone is celebrating the fact that Maria Machado won the Nobel Peace Prize over Donald Trump like it's some victory for us here on the left in the United States, I'd like to remind y'all that this woman has dedicated the Nobel Peace Prize that she just earned to Donald Trump. I dedicate this prize to the suffering people of Venezuela and to President Trump for his decisive support of our cause. And listen, you might think she's working towards a noble cause, and I may not disagree with you on that, but this is an insane thing to do. I don't care who she is. If you want to celebrate the win of Maria Machado today, then that's fine. Totally fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. But if you're celebrating her win because she beat Trump, you probably shouldn't be doing that because she's a big fan. Big fan. She's also a big fan of what we've been doing in the Caribbean to all those boats filled with Venezuelan civilians and Colombian civilians, which I don't know if she cares about them or not.
Hi liberals, I see you're all excited that a Latino woman won the Nobel Peace Prize and you're all running around rubbing it in everybody's face. Oh, Trump's probably mad that a Latino woman got the Nobel Peace Prize and he didn't, until that lady dedicated her prize to Trump this morning.
The person who actually got the Nobel Prize called me and said, I'm accepting this in honor of you because you really deserved it. A very nice thing to do. I didn't say then give it to me though. I think she might have. She was very nice, and I've been helping her along the way.
Based. How amazing is it that the Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Corina Machado is literally dedicating her winning of the Nobel Peace Prize to President Donald J. Trump, along with the people of Venezuela that are fighting for freedom. This is amazing, and it's setting the left's hair on fire. What's so wild to see is that there are people that have been banging the drum, claiming that what is happening in Gaza is a genocide, which I actually disagree with. I don't think what is happening in Gaza has ever been a genocide by any traditional means. They are dead silent when President Trump is the man who helped broker the end of their so-called genocide. It just means that these people don't actually stand for anything. They just stand against things. And when actual solutions are presented, they are radio silent. And it just means that they are delusional. They've really bought into the idea that nothing that President Trump does is ever good, even when anyone with eyeballs and a brain sees that it's a good thing. So it's just wild to see, but shout out to President Trump for getting major props for a woman winning the Nobel Peace Prize, because President Trump is the greatest peace deal maker in U.S. history and maybe even the entire history of the world.
Yes, this is a twist that nobody saw coming. Nobody expected this. When Donald Trump lost the Nobel Prize, the MAGAs were crying and crashing out because they think Donald Trump deserved it. Now tell me why right now the woman who actually won it, this Mexican woman, she goes ahead, calls Donald Trump like as if she's begging for forgiveness because she won the Nobel Prize. It doesn't make any sense, guys. As the MAGAs are literally crashing out, and also Donald Trump is crying because he lost the Nobel Prize, and I'm thinking he thought he was going to win. Here comes, he did not win it. Mexican woman wins it, and because she won, now she felt bad because Donald Trump felt bad, and now she's dedicating it to Donald Trump. Why doesn't she just give it up to him? then we call it a day. I don't know why these people are playing around with Americans. Americans, you're in a country that people can just wake up and do anything. Do anything. As you're still celebrating about this, and then boom, your happiness is being taken away in just a minute. Now, I don't know who gave this lady this idea. I don't know why it feels like something is very fishy about this. Okay, maybe it is her kind of personality. I think she would. I mean, why would you win something and then again you call the person that you won it from and you be like, actually, I dedicate it to you? It doesn't make any sense, guys. Am I just overcrashing? Am I just overthinking? Why do I feel like there is someone who actually told this lady that you should actually pretend that you are dedicating it to Donald Trump? Are people just seeking for sympathy, empathy? Is this Mexican woman looking at ways maybe creating some relationship with Donald Trump so that his own people can't be deported from the United States? I mean, you guys, I'm just looking for a reason why this woman had to go ahead and dedicate her win, her prize, to the person whom she won it from. Why is she scared? Is she scared of something? Why? Is she doing it so that she's seeking for some sympathy from Donald Trump so that maybe her other Latinos and Mexicanos can be sympathized when they are in the United States? I don't understand, guys. Is there anyone who is literally advising this lady to do this? There is a lot of irony and I just don't understand why she did it. As the MAGAs are crashing out and crying why Donald Trump did not win the prize, the Nobel Prize, and now the person who won it is now dedicating it to him. She's feeling sorry. She feels like it's Donald Trump actually who would have won the... Just don't understand. Please, Americans, let me know what you think about this episode because I personally am kind of confused. Why is this happening? Are people just intimidated about something? Is she just scared about something? I don't know. Anywho, allow me to stop from here just in case you've watched this video up to this far. I am thinking you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the commentary. Again, let me end by throwing a shout out to the person who actually subscribed to the membership of this channel. Thank you so much. I honestly appreciate you, and to all my returning subscribers, you guys, you are my MVP. Forgive my background today. There is a church they are praying. Please forgive me about that. Let us meet in another clip that I'll be uploading. Otherwise, bye-bye.